You
Oh,
cap?
Yo, man, wait, huh?
yeah, we're live.
I
Yeah,
can't tell
well,
myself. Oh, we are? Oh, shit.
well, I'm sorry, y'all. What's good, y'all? This is over. Oh my, I forgot what episode. What is it? uh,
Yeah. You went
um,
live and all this, and you don't even remember the episode, bro. What the fuck is that?
let me
look,
find
I blame y'all.
Hey, man. You the one
episode
that started it,
79.
bro.
Episode
All you.
79.
Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. This is Overleveled Podcast, episode 79, and today I am your host, Jake April. Red Hood had some family things he had to deal with, so he couldn't be here today, and I'm hosting today. Who we have here today with us?
Yo, it's your boy Taladia. Sorry I wasn't here last week, but there's a lot we got to talk about today. And I'm sure DMV fan, I know you're in the chat. There's a lot of Marvel stuff to talk about. So be excited for that. We also got. Go on, you can say it.
Oh, me? Oh, I
Yeah.
thought it was. I thought you were gonna say like a different topic.
No,
What's up, guy? Bless Red.
there you go.
I
How's
actually
everybody doing?
disagree with him. It's really not a lot to talk about.
Well, there's a lot of Marvel
Uh,
stuff,
It's
to
just,
be honest with you.
it's
There is.
literally just Marvel news and some Witcher
we
shit.
we probably gonna talk a lot about the Marvel like the movies. That's because most of these other topics are like,
Video
Like
game
2 minute
related.
topics.
There's
I don't
there's
know.
like Marvel like video games as well as uh stuff to do with Phase 4 Endgame. We could probably add on a few couple of things. But anyway, let's get on to the first topic.
but before we do that, if y'all have any questions about I would say about anything we're talking about, like just put them in the chat because
Yeah, I can you know, reply to your messages in the chat if you got anything to say while we're live right now. So anyway, let's get on to the topic, shall we? First one.
the
And
first.
obviously, so the first one, obviously, you want to talk about the Marvel Spider-Man stuff or what?
I would probably just go. No, probably just. Yeah, you can just go with Spider-Man because
All right, because
that's
right.
not really
So
much, but yeah.
according to Game Informer, Spider-Man is now the best-selling superhero game of all time, surpassing Batman Arkham City. Yes, apparently it's the best-selling superhero game of all time, and there was a huge article on it. And me, as both Spider-Man, Batman fan, I think it's good that at least now we got another superhero that is actually lifted up elevations to top that bar and to set the standards for superhero games that probably other superheroes that can, if ever be made, that they can be elevated to even further to try and catch up with Spider-Man PS4's expectations, the way they deliver the story, and it was such a cool thing. But Jigger, what do you think about hearing this news of Spider-Man PS4 being the best-selling game, superhero game of all time from Game Informer, beating
It
Arkham
it
City?
really didn't do much for me. I'm glad though. I like Arkham Asylum and City was okay. The rest I didn't play because after that, it's like I got tired of the combat system. Wait, am I in the echo? Or is that me? Anyway, I
Pretty
got
loud.
tired of the combat system and didn't feel like playing it much. So I was like, and just let it fall to the wayside. And Spider Man, when I first saw Spider Man, I really wasn't hyped for it. I don't know if it's because it was a Sony exclusive or I just the gameplay I saw I
Right.
didn't like of it, but I just wasn't into it. I was on the anti Spider Man bandwagon. Then it came out, I played it, and I was like, man, this game is really good. Got that platinum, you know what I mean? Because I'm like that was one that in Days Gone like the games where it's like once I started playing, it was hard for me to put down. And I just got the platinum because
Addiction.
I was enjoying those games so much.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right. What do you think, Blessed Red? You're a Spider-Man fan, so
I think it was inevitable. Spider-Man is like the biggest superhero in the world, so I kind of saw it being the best sold coming. Especially how they marketed it and stuff.
yeah, that's
Like
true.
Batman had marketing, but it didn't have Spider-Man marketing. Like they painted a full ass train like after it. Like it
Plus,
was
don't forget it was
marketing.
exclusivity to PlayStation, so we also got to take that into consideration.
Yeah,
But if you
that
think
is
about
true. But
that,
it is
that's
the
an
most
L.
popular platform though. So
Yeah, that's true.
and
PlayStation is the most popular platform. Are
so
you gonna
like
deny
it.
about that?
Yeah, so like at the time it was like what 70 million, 80 million PS4 sold at that time. So
Hmm.
I mean, and casuals love Spider-Man. So and PS4 has the casual. So I just thought that was just hand in hand. And obviously he's the most popular superhero. So I just thought that would happen eventually. I'll still say though that Arkham City is still the better game. I'll say that the Arkham series is still a better franchise though.
I can't agree with that. But if you kind of think about it, now that I think about it, that Batman
Oh,
is an L because it's like Batman is their Spider-Man. He's the top dude in DC. So they should have
yeah.
went full behind like him. They
The
people
way
say
the
you
way
can't
they
make
the way they're doing Batman is essentially Batman is their top IP for DC. End of story. People are just saying, "Oh, Batman is not the most popular character. Other characters are. They could have done a Flash or whatever." But Batman sells money since because of movies like The Dark Knight Rises, BVS, all of that things included. That's the reason why Batman became popular because of the time frame. Whereas Spider-Man had Infinity War, it had Spider-Man Homecoming, it had a lot of backing, and plus it was a PlayStation exclusive. So of course, in my honest opinion, I think Spider-Man did a better way of dealing with it because it was Sony exclusive, had its own consoles thing, bundle as well, and and yeah, that's what I gotta say. And Meds, don't worry, Red Hood will be back next week, but we don't know what the sketch is. So yeah.
yeah, this is definitely
Mhm.
Jigga Hood 420. Oh man.
Wait, Jigga,
Uh,
what were you gonna say though?
I forgot.
Meds said,
I actually disagree that I do think that Spider-Man is better.
mhm.
Like I feel like
You
if you
think the
take
open world
Joker,
is better?
I feel like if you take Joker out of the Spider-Man games, them games are not that great. Like Joker carries them games.
Nah,
You
I would
see,
say
here's the thing, right?
the
Meds has said
hold on.
this in the chat, right? Honestly, Spider-Man owns a little to Arkham. Arkham showed superhero licensed games can actually be great. Therefore, people were down for Spidey because of what Rocksteady proved. So I have to agree with him on that aspect. But go on, Blessed Red.
I would say definitely the the combat was pretty revolutionary. The combat for Batman was pretty revolutionary, and a lot of games copied it after that. Like a lot of games copied it. Even Spider-Man copies it to a degree.
To a degree.
Yeah, that's
So
what I would say though.
that
Batman kind of inspired Spider-Man. Like the combat wise.
yeah, and also I would say Batman's open world in
No way,
terms of
Meds.
mission structure is
Mhm.
super superior.
Oh,
I'm
here's
not
here's
talking about like the random people that you can fight in like the random streets. I'm talking about like the side mission content. It is vastly superior.
You
the
know
The
what?
only
the
thing.
Zaz missions is way more superior
You know
than the Taskmaster ones or the Mr. Freeze mission or the Mr. Freeze boss fight or whatever. Like it Batman had better boss fights.
Mhm.
It
Spider.
had mm,
See, the best way I can explain it is Batman had a good storyline because it was a continuity thing, right? Spider-Man has only just started off, so you can't really say, okay, well, but Spider-Man did have some really cool things added to their game, so like free skins, level up system, what's it called, that tree thing as well. So that's the cool thing about what Spider-Man did, which I feel that the Batman Arkham thing, or the Batman Arkham games did wrong, which I feel they should have given us free skins, during the game, so to say, in the story, which I think would have been a better way of approaching things. And but like Med said, if it wasn't for Rocksteady, what they showed, what they revolutionized, I don't think what we got for Spider-Man PS4, it would never be what it is now, and it
Yeah.
wouldn't be.
Yeah, of course not. That's what I said. Like, yeah, that Spider-Man definitely took from Batman.
Yeah,
For
definitely.
sure. But
Do you think they should have, for like, let's say, do you think the next Batman game, because we don't know when it's going to be revealed or whenever it's going to be, do you think they should take some of the elements from Spider-Man, like say free skins and free
I mean, free skin, sure, but I mean, I don't think Spider-Man did anything that was so much better than Batman. To be honest, like I prefer the world of Batman because I prefer the side missions way more than Batman. And like Spider-Man had a lot of monotonous stuff in it.
Oh, where I will agree with you
It
is
had,
that. Oh, you go
I
ahead.
mean, like there's all right, cool. You have your collectibles, but there's like 4 different types of collectibles. You got your radio tower type shit. Like that's just, to be honest, it reminded me of an it reminded me of an Ubisoft open world game in terms of like there's just a lot of yeah, you have content, right? You just have a lot of minutia. Like the district crimes. There were like what? How many different variances of them?
it must
5?
have been there
5,
was
6?
No, it was like 3.
it was about 3.
The
It's
crime
like
mentioned
basically all of them you did the same thing except for like just 3 times. Like that was annoying. I will give you that.
Yeah,
Like,
that was annoying to do.
yeah, I would say the variances on them, I rather not have that. I rather have the different missions, and also the Riddler trophies were much more engaging collectibles.
Yes.
Like much more engaging, because in Spider-Man you just swing here, pick it up. In Riddler you actually had to figure out the riddle, which is much more engaging and rewarding as a collectible to get.
You have
Okay, I will give you that, but it depends. Like the ones in 1 and some of the ones in 2 were good, where it's like you had to line up the things. Well, didn't Spider-Man steal that though too? And I think in the DLC they stole that. Spider-Man did.
What are you talking about?
Like you had to complete the capture looking thingy. I think
Oh,
didn't Batman
you mean
start
that?
that, and then
No,
Spider-Man.
you mean you're talking about the Catwoman stuff, right? To get one of the suits, the dark suit. So you have to find
I could have swore Riddler had you do. You had to line up the Riddler question marks.
No. Riddler, there was like different variants for the Riddler stuff. So you have to walk across the plaque, but you have to make sure it's in the green instead of the red. And there was like gliding stuff where you can from one wall to the other. I remember that specifically. And another one, there was a thing where you have to go into a building and you have to throw a batarang. So that was the engaging side of things. Blessed Red is talking about. Whereas Spider-Man, you essentially have to. Some of them were like, I think it was photos, mainly photos, but they weren't
For the photo
engaging.
missions?
The photo missions, they weren't engaging to do. Like they weren't exactly, interesting, or I would say worthwhile doing. Yeah, that's the only downside.
I like the Spider-Man combat better than the Batman.
Well,
Maybe because it's only been one Spider-Man game. Like maybe if they had another one. Actually, you know what? Because I did kind of get tired of in the DLC. But I got tired of the combat, so maybe like it's because I didn't spend much. Like I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like
I'll say Arkham Knight and Spider-Man are equal foot on terms of combat. I feel like they're equal because like there's a lot of stuff in the environment you can do. But then again, also with Arkham Knight, you could switch between Robin and stuff and do like combos like that. So it's like there's so much variety in.
You mean
at least in Arkham Knight?
Yeah.
It's a one game versus a series, but I will say if we had to pick one game for each, I would say Arkham City versus Spider-Man.
Okay,
for that I would say the combat is at least the same.
Yeah.
If you had to get rid of one, which would you get rid of? I'm pretty sure you're gonna say Spider-Man though.
I would get rid of Spider-Man. It's crazy. I like Spider-Man more, but I just think Batman. Arkham City was the best superhero game that I've ever played, bar none.
Yeah,
I still feel like
agree with him on that.
The Batman games made a mistake by killing out Joker though.
No,
I
No,
don't
I
know. That was great. That was so
that
impactful.
that
What I
that
don't
No,
was
like is the origins
no
coming
because
back like, oh yeah,
it,
this is a prequel.
it,
We're gonna bring
it,
back the same villain from the last two games.
he's still the Batman's best villain. Like,
even
Yeah,
though
I
he's the
agree,
Batman,
but can
but
we
like
get somebody else to be the main
yeah,
villain and
yeah,
maybe
like
not be a prequel?
yeah, like so example, right? What
Uh,
like I've heard, right, is the fact that WB now stated like they're separating Origins to Arkham trilogy essentially from Rocksteady. But like obviously because they use Joker so many times, people are getting burnt out on Joker a lot, and they said we don't want him as the main villain. That's why this next whatever Batman game is something to do with the Court of Owls.
yeah,
So that would be very
that's
interesting
good.
to
but
that will be interesting to play.
I just say don't kill him off. Just like make him disappear. Like,
But,
Disappear?
but
Nah.
here's the thing too. Mark Hamill has stated on many occasions, "Look, I don't want to play the Joker as much. My voice is bloody, bloody,
But
blah."
that's the thing though. Mark Hamill didn't play the Joker in Origins though. It was
No,
Tony or
no, it was what's
uh
his name, Troy Baker.
Troy
That
Baker. I about to say Tony.
um,
Tony.
it was Troy Baker that did the voice for Arkham Origins.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, even though they did that variation, they tried to canonize it to the Rocksteady stuff. It just didn't work out. Warner Brothers then decided to snap. So the Arkham City, the way it is, Arkham City, you have to look at it like this. Arkham City and Spider-Man PS4 are equal. And the way I see it, because of how impactful Batman is, and like Spider-Man was also impactful, but I think because of what happened in the story, that may be the reason why it's superhero game of the year, because of the fact that some what happened in the story. The main campaign is. I'm not talking about DLC.
Oh, another point as to why Batman's better.
Mhm.
Mary Jane missions. Easy. There was nothing as slow paced or just throws you out of the immersion that as that in the Batman Arkham City. There was nothing
Uh,
like that. Like
it's
I didn't mind them at first, but then I started playing as Miles and then back to Mary Jane. And it was getting annoying.
that actually didn't bother me that much.
And then there was just instant fail states in those missions. It's like okay, it was at the end I was annoyed of it. At the beginning I was like, all right, that's kind of cool, but then it was like, all right, this is fucking annoying.
You see, at least with the Batman Arkham City stuff, you had the option to play Catwoman, or you could skip it entirely, right? Because it was a
Yep.
pre-order. It was, I think, it was not a pre-order. You could order to get the Catwoman DLC.
But
It was
that,
down to you.
Didn't
but
like
yeah,
pay a
and
lot of
Catwoman was
money with
actually
like
fun to
one
play
mission.
as though.
Hmm.
I heard it was like 10, like actually like an hour or two or something, like, and people paid like
Yeah.
a lot of money for it.
It was about 30 minutes if you all the episodes.
I'd have been heated, bro.
I don't think it's that short.
And I heard it was super short though, that and people were really mad.
30
Anyway,
minutes if you could crack it on one go, then 30 minutes easy.
I feel like we talked about this topic enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Cool.
let's move on to
Yeah.
the second topic, which is
We talked
you
enough
know,
about how Sony is great. Let's talk about how Xbox is not great.
Oh no, not the numbers.
Look, Xbox revenue is down. How do y'all feel? I mean, I seen it coming, bro. It's like
dude, this is
Game
gonna
Pass for
happen.
$1. What you mean?
they
Dude,
not, whoa. I ain't going that far, bro.
bro, here's what I say about Xbox, right?
I
I knew
mean,
this shit was gonna happen, right?
yeah, it was
Either now,
inevitable.
it was inevitable because of the fact that the way Xbox were delivering their games. Now everything has been pushed over to the Xbox Game Pass or the Ultimate Game Pass. Like nothing is essentially $60. They're not making anything from it. That's why everything has to be $1 now, and people don't like it.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest reason why their revenue is down is because they're trying to feed people into Game Pass, but it's not working. Like, yeah, they give them $1 and people join, but then it's like people leave right after that. Nobody's really staying there for Game Pass, and that's
Yeah.
losing them a lot of money.
I agree because like Gears 5, right? I have a few friends that play Gears 5, and already they stated that there's so many problems with the Ultimate Game Pass already, like pre-orders and such and such and such. But I just think as well that yeah, you're right. People are just like buying the game Ultimate Game Pass. Then after about a month or less than a month, they disband it and they say like, "Nah, I'm not interested." And that's how they're losing customers.
That's gonna hurt. Like that's what I don't like. People who like, I'm gonna buy a single player Game Pass for a single player game and then like beat that game and then like cancel Game Pass because like that hurts them games. Like, was it?
Yeah, but as a consumer, why would you not do that? So it's like, I mean, this shit is great for the consumer, but it's not gonna fucking this is
For
Game
the for
Pass
the
isn't
bi-
gonna hold. It's just
the
not. It's
business
not
wise,
a
business
Hmm.
business standpoint, it's a bad decision. Like top notch games like Gears 5 isn't gonna get you like people buying keeping on the ultimate game pass, because they know that, look, hey, we'll get it for a month for free, then that's in it. If we like it, we like it. If we don't, we don't. So
yeah.
What's that one game? Not Control, but from the people who made
Outer
Fallout.
Worlds.
Yeah, Outer
Outer
Worlds.
Worlds.
That's gonna be on Game Pass, and it's like I hate that because it's like I want that game to succeed and do well, and it's like I'm buying it because like, I'm not gonna do that to that game. Like if it's a game I know I want, you gotta buy it. Like don't do that Game Pass shit. But I'll beat it. It's like, bro, don't, because you only hurting that dev.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna play it on PC. Which would you rather me play it on? You want me to play it on the Epic Game Store, or you want me to play it via like $1 on Game Pass? Which one you want, Jigga?
Wait, was there an Epic Game Store like the game deal or something? Or
What do you mean?
I mean, are you gonna buy it on Epic Game Store?
I mean, that is an option, but I'm supporting Epic Game Store.
I
It's
don't
either
care.
support Epic Game Store or just buy it for like $1.
That doesn't hurt me. As long as you buy the game, I don't care. I don't care where you buy it as long as you buy it. I'm not one of them dudes who are so butthurt by Epic Games. It's like, look, if you buy the game, I don't care.
Fair enough.
Because I just want devs to get supported for games that like we know are good games. There's a lot of companies out here creating trash games, and it's like they getting $60, but like when certain companies create like that game's not AAA. It's like more of a, yeah, it looks like a AA to me, but it looks good. So I want them to get all the money. So it's like when it comes time for a sequel, they ain't gonna be like, well, you didn't do that well. So it's like, 'cause I don't want people to buy it.
I understand what I understand. Yeah, that like sequel gating or whatever.
But at
Like,
the same time, I still can't get mad at people who like,
just want to spend $1 or
yeah,
$5.
I can't. It's like I'm not mad at them. I'm kind of mad at Microsoft, but it's like, I don't blame them because like if you get a great game for like $1, it's like why would you not do it? But at the same time, it's like I hate them for it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. Maybe I'll pick it up when it comes to Steam, but I can't just knock that, the dollar version or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, if you play it, I can be mad though. Just support it any way you can. I know that sounds like weird, but
yeah, man.
anyways, we're done with that topic because it's only so much you can throw crap on Xbox because like they do it themselves. You can't even really be mad. It's like Xbox, just do better, man. But anyways, on to another thing about PlayStation doing great. Evo is partnering with PlayStation. How y'all feel?
I think it's gonna say one thing and one thing only: Ghost of Tsushima, or a fighting game. I've heard rumors already. People say, "Oh, it's gonna be a fighting game," and I'm just like thinking,
No, what I think what they're saying is like at
Oh.
all their games, like the games are gonna be PlayStation versions of the game.
Yeah, like they're all gonna just play on
No,
PS4s when it comes to like everything's gonna be played like on a PS4.
Which is
Probably gonna have
another
PS4 advertising.
that's another
like that.
nail in the coffin for Xbox.
Yeah,
that's it's game over for Xbox. That's it there and then. Because I remember back in the day,
it was
like,
360.
It was 360. Everyone used to play the 360, and
Yeah.
even when I think it was when Injustice 2 came out as well. Xbox One controllers. Now MK11 and Fighters and all of that is all on PlayStation now.
Yeah, they just go to the most popular and
console,
Sony is just the most popular edition.
Only
And,
people I say won't get affected is people who buy game pads or whatever they call fight sticks. Sorry,
Fight sticks, yeah.
Yeah, because it's like if your fight stick goes between both consoles, it's like you can play on either one. But it's like most
Yeah,
people
but
want to get that
some
PS4.
aren't supported like that though. That's the sad part.
Yeah.
But it's like most people won't get that PS4, which is driving more sales towards PS4. It's like Xbox is messing up right now, bro.
They
Like
The way
really are.
I see it, like Evo
Let me
as
use the
well.
bathroom quick.
All right. So, but the thing with Evo as well is the fact that because it's a huge event and PlayStation can easily do sales there easily at more over than Xbox right now. I can feel that. Plus as well, if you don't mind me adding this to the list there, because it's part of Evo, is the fact that they're gonna show something to do with Nightwolf for MK11. So like it's released in 13th of August, which is not far away. And it was on the Nintendo website, sales website, and they said, "Oh, it's going to be released on 13th of August." So expect something at Evo or something like that. I heard from one of my friends, but yeah, I just think everything to do with PlayStation now is only going to be like fighting games, shooter games. All of that is going to be put onto it's going to be put on PlayStation. And Xbox is going to lose more sales, and Jigga is going to be raging because Xbox is losing.
I'm not. I'm gonna be on PC.
I'm joking, by the way.
Look, PC gang out here, bro. When your
PC
Xbox
rage?
die, look, next gen, bro. I would just say don't get an Xbox, just get a PC, bro.
Bruh,
It's looking bad out
Yeah.
here.
here's
Pretty
the,
much,
here's the thing, right? With PC now, is like you have to upgrade really high specs now. That's the thing. That's the thing. If you want to get like
Not really.
I don't agree with that.
You can get it. I saw I
high
watched
end,
Jig's 2 cents. He built a $600 PC and was playing most games at like 60 to 80 frames.
Yeah,
So you can build a cheap PC right now.
It just depends on what you're trying to play it for. If you're trying to build a PC to play 144, of course you're going to need something a little bit more. But if you're playing a 1080p versus a 144 or 1440p 144, it depends.
1440 hertz, right? So 1440, right? If you want to play at that type of screening, you're gonna need a high end PC, straight up.
Yeah, somewhat high end. But I mean, it depends. If you're coming from a console, you might just want to just game at 1080p 60. To be honest,
Yeah.
If you wanted to build a 1080p 60 PC, you can do that for $600-$700, and you'll be fine for the next 4 or 5 years at least.
Yeah.
So it all depends on whatever the person is looking for. I'd say.
Yeah, but I think when it comes down to console base right now, I think it's just PlayStation. PlayStation just killing it right now with so many good games coming out.
I know this has nothing to do with nothing, but I was just thinking, like, why are more games geared towards like multiple cores? Because like if that's true, like what is it? No, the new console is gonna have like
8 cores.
Yeah, that's like that should make like
that's gonna be the standard.
Yeah, and that's good for AMD because like I was into like the 1600 and stuff is like what was that, like 8 core 12 threads or whatever, or something. 16 threads, like, or something like that.
For
and
AMD, it's gonna be great. Because like Intel, they don't have that many, lot of cores, a lot of threads at a low price. Most of their shit, like
it's
high price. With the 8700K, I think that's 8 core, 8 threads. So it's not even 16 threads. So it's like if you want like a high core, high thread, you go Ryzen. So and next generation, it's gonna be about high core count, high thread count, because the next consoles are gonna have a lot of cores. So
and it's 8K too. So
hopefully
they're not. 8K is not. That's
for PlayStation it is.
Bro,
they're probably talking about checkerboarding. It's not going to be nowhere near native. Not even a high-end PC now could do 8K.
Like the GTX with 2080 fucking Super can barely do 4K like 100. And that's, bro, like you trying to say double that 8K? Like, no, I can't see that happen.
That's actually 4 times the resolution of 4K. It's double on each axis. So
Well, okay,
yeah,
so yeah,
the PS5 is not doing that native in
yeah, I
no
can't.
way, shape, or form. It's probably gonna be like checkerboard, maybe like close to 4K, and then they're gonna just checkerboard it to 8K, just like they're checkerboarding the PS4 Pro games right now.
Right.
Uh,
But I think we've talked enough about that topic, so let's move on to another topic, which is China's event. That is another PlayStation topic, I think. Is some games will be there at a China event.
Yeah, I was looking up this, and of course, I can read nothing because it's Chinese, so I don't know what
Is there,
this
is there
event
any
is about. I know they just said they were going to show some games, and it was like some Chinese-looking games. So it was like, okay, but I couldn't find much of it. I couldn't find any translations. Like,
I
so
think
I don't
I think mostly to do with that. Then it's JRPG, or potentially it could be something to do with Ghost of Tsushima. You never know. Nothing like anything else. So
I mean, maybe they could be saying they trying to get some Chinese studios or something.
maybe
more Chinese, more. Uh, you
JRPGs.
guys mean Japanese, right?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
China, I think it's
All right.
Chinese.
It's in a China event, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
And
China event. Oh.
yeah, it's a China event. They're
but
gonna
China just now started
They
gaming,
don't.
didn't they?
I don't think I don't think China has any developers. I mean, they banned consoles
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
for a
So now
while.
that the consoles are, you can buy consoles. Like maybe they're trying to get
more.
more like Chinese developers that make games, like trying to like build studios.
Build a dev team.
Yeah,
No.
Could-
Okay.
like because like I mean, how many games really appeal to Chinese people? Now it's like not many.
I don't even know what they like. Do they like Japanese games? Question mark. Yeah. I don't know.
It's like we don't know. So
We
like
don't know.
maybe
They never. Yeah.
that's what they're trying to do. Like see what the Chinese people like, and like probably like build a studio out there to like make games that like that's Chinese but can appeal to other broad audiences. I don't know. This is all speculation. We don't know.
We don't know. We don't know the sketches with that, but it's on a Chinese website. Oh, mobile gaming is huge in China, according to them.
Mm. They
So
might try to get a mobile studio or something like
yeah,
that.
might
Oh
do.
my god. I don't want no PlayStation mobile game.
It's probably gonna be on your PS4. You
So
just
yeah, so I think you guys done with this topic, or
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of more topics that I want to talk about. So there is one huge news that I think we'll leave to the end. Well, this topic is about Dragon Ball Kakarot, where it's now been confirmed that you can play as the Z fighters such as Piccolo, Gohan, I think it's Yamcha, Krillin. They showed some screenshots to it, and it was on the Bandai Namco UK Twitter page. So I retweeted it and stuff, and I was just like, wow. And it looks to me that they're going from the Frieza saga all the way up to the Majin Buu saga. That's what I'm assuming was more and more information, and they showed stuff to do with the menu and the level up system as well. There were some in-game screenshots, so it looks pretty cool. So at least you get more characters to play instead of just playing as Goku all the time. So, like, what do you guys think? I know you guys aren't hugely into Dragon Ball, but hearing about this fact,
I'm a big fan of Dragon Ball. I
you'll
just
be.
don't care about them telling the same story over and over again.
No,
But
I mean with them putting their what's it called? Putting
the Z
Gohan,
Fighters,
the Z fighters, yeah, as a not only a playable character but a support character too.
I feel like that would be extremely needed.
Mhm.
To be honest, like only playing as one, like there's so many games, there's so many Dragon Ball Z games out there.
Mhm.
To like, and for them to only make a game that's focused on Kakarot would be kind of, I mean, it would be boring.
Yeah,
So them allowing obviously the rest of the Z Fighters to be able to be played is a good thing.
yeah, I mean,
I'm still on wait and see though.
yeah. I mean, I'm getting it because I haven't got the opportunity to play like I played Xenoverse 2, but that's just a beat 'em up, mash 'em up, and all that. But like but to play like a story-driven type of game like Dragon Ball Kakarot would be interesting.
Hey,
So
Nick, I got a question. Is that like mobile PUBG or are you talking about regular PUBG?
That's most likely mobile because
mobile
mobile is
PUBG.
big and PUBG on mobile is PUBG is on mobile.
Yeah, PUBG is on mobile, so
Uh,
as well.
It's
So
probably just mobile. Well, I mean, I don't think it wouldn't break it up. I don't think it's probably just like overall.
yeah.
Probably.
But yeah, so what do you think, Jigga, anyway, with the whole situation with Dragon Ball Z, with the new characters now being confirmed that you could play as playable characters and support characters?
I honestly don't care.
You don't.
I'm done with the Dragon Ball Z games like that.
Mm.
Okay. So we can talk about Avengers because
Wait, before that, I want to talk about Control going gold. I know most people don't care about that game. Like
I don't.
it's like I've seen some gameplay where it's a little like the face animations and the voice acting is a little suspect. But the gunfighting in that game looks really, and I ain't gonna say really good. It looks good to
Fun,
me.
right?
It look like I can have a lot of fun in that game where I can just get lost in that world and just play it like crazy. But I mean, I know that game's not gonna be for everybody. But if you just give it a, it's like a lot of gameplay out right now. They've been giving like, what was it? I can't think of. I don't think it was IGN, but they had a lot of side content, and so it's like side missions out. So just check it out, bro. But that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm just I don't, it
I'm
going gold is good, I guess, but it's
Yeah,
uh,
I
it
think
ain't
it's
much
gonna
to
be
talk
I
about.
think it's gonna be like solidly like average. Like even though you said you hate Rage 2, I think it's gonna be like around there in terms of
Well, I don't
enjoyability.
hate it, Rage 2. It was a
The open
letdown
world.
after playing Rage 1.
Mm.
I had more hope for it. It's an entertaining game, but it's like I just had more hope. Thought it was gonna be more, but no, it
Mhm.
delivered a fun experience. But
But yeah,
yeah,
I think it's gonna be like that. Is it Control is in the open world, right? It's just like corridor
it's
based.
I think it's like corridor based. I don't think it's open world.
Mm.
No, because you're in a building supposedly, so it's like I don't think it's going to be like open world. That would be weird. But at the same time, you are like doing a whole bunch of weird stuff in the game, so who knows?
Yeah, so maybe it'll be Rage without the open world, which would I guess be a good thing because the open world is boring. So
Heard is difficult though, like, bruh.
yeah.
okay. Well,
Yeah, we're done
that's
with that topic. Thank you guys. I just want to say that.
so. So we're going to talk about Avengers now, which is the huge gaming news we can talk about. And they were at San Diego Comic Con from Square Enix, and they showed a lot of things. Well, firstly, they showed gameplay, uh, extended gameplay from the E3 footage for behind closed doors. They also showed, well, they showed the polished version of it, I should say, of the gameplay, and also they also showed some skins there too, including for all the characters from Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, and I believe as well Hulk. I believe, and I saw some of this stuff on Twitter, and I gotta say, it looks really neat. And they also unveiled at the panel as well. They also unveiled a statue of I think it might be for the collector's edition, which is for Captain America, which is a feature in the store in the story. So that's going to be pretty cool. But what? Oh yeah, they also showed a Kamala Khan in this gameplay too. So I also want to mention that. But what do you guys think from the panel? What they showed, and what's been leaked out, and also them going to release it to the public, Gamescom after Gamescom, I should say. Like,
Mm.
what do you think? Seeming as it already got
Mm.
leaked out.
From
Most of the
what
stuff.
from what I've seen people not like the gameplay.
Mhm.
I'm one of them.
You don't.
Nah, it just looks
Mm.
like it'll get tiresome very fast. I mean, I said the same thing about Spider-Man, so maybe if it's short enough, it can do what it needs to do and get out of there. But I don't know. It looked like they might make that a long game, and the only Thor, only his combat looked good. Spider-Man, not Spider-Man, Iron Man combat, it looks average. Like I don't know, but
I feel
Mhm.
like it depends on a lot of factors on what would make this actually good.
Yeah, but when I
It,
saw the
a lot
gameplay
of
for
factors.
myself, when I saw the gameplay for myself, the Thor, especially Thor, there was like some of the elements from the movie they put it into the game. So like when Thor does his spin thing against the ground, and you can make the enemies fly. So that's really cool. What else was there? Oh, and they showed stuff for Iron Man, and like there was, I think there was only 3 buttons you could use that I saw on the leak stuff. But obviously, we won't see it until it's officially like they put it out there officially, and it's more clearer image of what the gameplay looks like. From what I saw, I'm excited, and to be fairly honest, the skins that I'm really interested to seeing how to get the skins up. That's what I'm interested about.
I feel like you're gonna have the bottom skins.
You think they're gonna have to buy
Hmm.
skins?
Yep. Or some of them gonna be pre-order bonus, but most of them you're probably gonna have to buy.
I
Maybe.
think, yeah, I think it'll be like a pre-order bonus type of thing, like they did with Spider-Man PS4. But like, I feel it's because don't forget, PlayStation does have more exclusivity for this again. Um,
And
for
that's another
Marvel,
reason why I'm not buying it. Facts.
you're not gonna get. I know you probably won't get it, um, but I feel as if it might be something to do with Spider-Man, like the Insomniac Spider-Man suit, and some other suits as well within the Avengers. I think you might get some exclusivity with that. So
Um.
What you gonna say, Bless Red? I know you had something to say.
go on.
Uh. Yeah. Yeah. About the gameplay, I feel like there's a lot of determining factors that have to be good in order for the gameplay to overall be good. Because uh I mean, like the animation looks fine, the graphics look fine. It's
Yeah,
the execution of like how like it went from person to person. I don't know if that's gonna be like an ongoing thing in this game or that's just them showing off like, oh, this is like the first mission. Here are the Avengers. Like
No,
that,
from what they've said,
that
is
needs
like
to be, you
mhm.
know.
From
Hmm?
what they've said at the panel is that you start off from the prequel, so like before the main story starts, and then after that, you raid one of the helicarriers, and that becomes your central hub. So you can go off to anywhere in the world, and you can play with your friends. So that's what they've said in terms of co-op.
Hmm? I'm just talking about like just single player wise. Like
Oh, single player
I
wise,
don't know how they're gonna handle
From what I've
playing.
heard, you can
you'd be
switch between characters.
yeah,
Like,
you'd be switching from characters to from Hulk to Iron Man, whoever.
I'm just saying, like, I don't want to like in that cinematic aspect. I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you on that. I don't like the idea of you switching between characters in a story-driven game like that. I just think it kind of that's a kind of a downside of the Avengers game, to be
Yeah.
fairly
so
honest.
Hmm?
you think
And
they should go for more focused content?
I think if you're gonna have co-op in
yeah,
there, put it in the main campaign as well. I
I,
think personally.
I feel like I feel like it should be more focused on each character and not like, oh, we're just showcasing each character in certain aspects of the what's going on in the overall scene or like the what's going
Cinematic.
on at the overall like location.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that might be a problem. Like, oh, I'm having fun as Hulk, and then they just take control away from you. And now you're playing as Iron Man, but maybe you don't like Iron Man. Like, you know, I wish you would. I wish it would be like more control in terms of that, but also hope hope to God that there's actually comprehensive skill trees in this game because the combat seemed incredibly basic. I'm just hoping that It is not going to be like that throughout the entire game because it looks incredibly basic. And I hope that they fight more comprehensive enemies because obviously, if you're playing as Hulk, you're fighting humans. He just like as it showed, like he just grabs them and throws them around. Like that looks cool, but there is no challenge.
Hmm.
Like I hope,
Like
I
the
hope
way
there
I
will
see it,
actually be challenge.
the way I see it for Hulk is like it's like I was a bit iffy on it with Hulk, but Thor and Thor, Iron Man, Captain America, and Black Widow look really interesting. Hulk was probably one of the weakest characters. I gotta say that it was funny, but then it's just like you're gonna be doing the same repeated things.
Yeah,
I mean,
they
even
definitely
Iron Man
made
kind of
skill
BS too,
trees.
though.
Hmm?
So even Iron Man was kind of BS because like he's fucking lasering people in the chest, bro. You would be
But there
dead.
will be a
You
skill
would be dead, dog. Like,
apparently, like with the whole skins and what you call customized skins and stuff. Apparently, there's a skill tree to go with it as well. Apparently, so you never
With
know.
with the skin.
Yeah, I think
that
it's
would
to
be
do
OD.
for each character.
I
But
wouldn't like that.
Wait. So you're saying, just get this right.
mhm,
So when you put on a skin, you would have a different
it
skill
could,
tree.
yeah, like somebody told me that um, because they were saying, oh, this leak thing was, and I was just like, you sure? And they were like, yeah. The
That
fact
sounds crazy.
that you could have a skill tree separate to the ones for to the skins as well. But I'm just a bit confused on the fact of how this implement for the co-op stuff. Because let's say you need help with the story and you solo, but you want help with people. I think they should implement that, in my honest opinion.
The only way I can see the skin thing not being a problem is if like it's like extra, like an extra skill tree that adds like different functionality. Like maybe this one has a fucking stronger punch, but the other one has a stronger
Yeah,
blast, or
Yeah,
like
like minimal shit. Like
yeah,
not
yeah.
not
Not all
not
buff
full on
stuff.
skill trees. That would be ridiculous. I'd be like,
No,
wait.
minimum stuff. I heard minimum stuff, but I
Like,
do know that Hulk skin. One of the Hulk skin was Joe Fixit, so he's in the game, and I
hmm.
saw that on the internet. I was just like, cool, but he wasn't great. So I'm just like, isn't Hulk supposed to be gray for Joe Fixit? So
Yeah.
that's a bit of nitpicky there I have with some of the skins. Um, but like I think once the gameplay is shown to the public, then people can really judge it. But I don't think for them waiting this long, after Gamescom is a good idea. I think they should have just released it just there and then, assuming as people have already leaked it out.
unless it's a different gameplay, like it's different, like that.
I
I'll be
need I need
with.
completely different gameplay because I don't want to. Yeah,
If we get the same shit they got, and it's like you take us a week to give us that, like
I would
I'm
be
gonna be
highly
kind of upset.
disappointed.
Yeah,
I need to see more. I need to see more in like integral stuff to the game. Like, show me the skill trees. Show me that you have them. Show me the type of missions that you're gonna do, like the mission structure. Because I can't imagine the type of mission structure that would actually work like that. Where you're playing as a single individual in a certain area. Like, are they taking notes from GTA 5? Like, where like on like the bank heist
Mhm.
where you switch from person to person because that's what it felt like. But I don't know how well that will work in a superhero scenario.
I
that would
I
be
don't think,
lame.
Yeah,
yeah,
because
I
that's
don't
what it
think it
looks like to
will.
me.
Yeah, I don't think it. I mean, for me, I'm not really intrigued with the fact that you switch, like as a solo person, switching from one character to another in between the story. I think if you're gonna do like a huge superhero game such as the Avengers or even Justice League, I think it should be multiplayer, play with your friends all at the same time. Or if your friends are a little bit behind, you can go back to that mission and you can play with them still.
No,
I
what I would prefer is like, say, like you pick Iron Man during the story, you will only get Iron Man's part. Like you will hear what the other people are doing, but you won't get to see unless you go back and replay that part and pick
From the
the
other perspective.
Yeah, that's what I would do, but we doubt this. I doubt that's gonna happen.
I mean,
Yeah.
we'll have to wait and see until there's like more information. If they listen to the fans and say, okay, we want this to be like a main key factor for the game. We don't want the co-op to be, or you go off on the side mission and that's the only co-op way you can do it. I want it to be also main game as well. I think that's a key factor.
Mm.
That's me though.
Yeah,
But
I feel. I'm sorry. I feel like I would say Jigga's way is probably the way I would look forward to. Like seeing what your teammates are doing in the background. Like say for like DMC5, like how there's like an online component where you see what like the other person is doing as you're playing, like mission to mission. Like you see like a random person that's online, just like battling the demons, whatever.
Yeah,
I think that would be. It would add replay value, which would be really good. I think it would be. I think that would be a good idea. But
yeah. So pretty sure we did talk this topic. We don't have many topics, people. So if we don't go that long, I hope y'all understand and still come back next week. But I'm going to this topic. It's probably going to be like a 3-minute topic at most. Catherine Full Body Demo is live on the Sensor Station 4 store. So how y'all feel about it?
what is that? I've never heard of that. So
It's like it's a really weird game. I've only seen like somebody play. It looks boring to me, but
no, it's a really cool puzzle game. If you like puzzles, it's a really cool.
I'm not into puzzles, man. So I thought it was like a huge thing.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be censored on the PlayStation. So a demo censored. Oh man, they censored the demo, dog.
That's it.
I'm just joking. I don't even know. But I know that's like people were complaining about, like, oh, it's censored on the PlayStation version when I don't think it was. Like, I think people were just making stuff up. But yeah.
Yeah, Catherine is a really good game though. It has a really interesting story, and I mean, the puzzle. It's all about the puzzles. They're intriguing puzzles.
So if you want to check it out, go to the PlayStation Store and download it and play it. But other than that, that's like one of the last gaming topics we have. And we're gonna go on to like the TV movie part stuff, whatnot, huh? But yeah. So it Chapter 2 trailer has released. Anybody like it?
I haven't seen it, so I got no thoughts.
And I've seen like 2 seconds of it and I'm like, oh wait, I didn't watch the first. Yeah, why would I watch this trailer? And I turned the trailer off. So yeah. Like, I'm really not like, I don't know. I just don't like scary movies like that. Yeah.
I need to see the trailer. I haven't actually seen it.
So I guess we can skip that and go to greatness.
But all right.
Oh no, if you got something.
Chapter 2 about to be fire though. That first trailer was good. I like that. So
I don't know, dog. Is it though?
You don't watch scary movies. How would you even?
I don't know. What is it though?
It Chapter 1 was fire.
No, I heard it was. Well, I don't know. It's like you got it. You can't take everybody's opinion. Some people say it was mad, but some people are like, oh man, it's greatness. Like,
look, it's better than most of the scary movies that I've seen, and I see a considerable amount of them. I won't say I see all of them, but I see a good amount. Like I seen the entire Insidious. I've seen like 2 of the Annabelle movies. I've seen the latest Friday the 13th trash, latest whatever. But yeah, I've seen The Conjuring. Yeah, but yeah, I would say it fits in well with those movies. It's a somewhat top tier. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh man, so we have one person looking forward to it. Dang. I'm pretty sure Red Hood's probably gonna watch it because I'm pretty sure he was into it. I don't know.
Yeah, he was because he did a video on It 2 trailer, and he's done a reaction to the first one as well. So I think he's interested.
So if y'all want to get Red Hood's opinion, just go watch his trailer reaction.
And make sure you subscribe to his channel too.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the channel, so if you subscribe here, you subscribe there.
Yeah.
But on to what we really need to talk about, greatness. the best show of all time finna come out, and Netflix giving it to you. And this Witcher, how y'all feel?
I saw the trailer for Witcher, and my God, I'm interested. I'm hooked
I would say
because
I was already interested.
no, I'm
Yeah,
hooked. Like
I'm
I was hooked after seeing it. I was just like, "Yep, I'm down."
yeah, I'm definitely interested.
Look, I'm gonna say I'm interested in Geralt, even though I'm mad he doesn't have the cat eyes.
Mm.
Yennefer and Ciri, they look god awful to me, but I hate them characters. I don't hate the characters. I hate whoever the actors. I do not like it, bruh. Like Geralt, yeah, he what's the name? Henry
Henry
Cavill.
Henry Cavill.
Cavill? I was gonna say Caviezel, but Henry Cavill is Geralt. Like I feel like he's gonna pull it off. Like I can see the greatness in it, but everybody else is like I hope they just focus on him and just like they like really have short roles in the movie. I mean, not
They
movie,
can't
series.
though.
But
They just can't.
I'm gonna be like
I
hashtag
would
not
be.
my
I would,
Jennifer dog.
if they if they did a good job, that would be disappointing as hell. Because I feel like they're definitely a part of. They're a big part of his story. So
I mean, they are, but bro, they look so trash. They could have done better. Like I don't know what they was doing.
yo, we don't. That's what I said before. We don't know how great these actors are. They could be fantastic actors, man.
But it's like they could be fantastic actors. I'm still like that's not my Jennifer.
You want your Yennefer, you go play Witcher 3 again, man.
You know what? I'm just gonna like paste every time she shows up scene, just paste the
the picture.
picture over her. Like, yeah,
Come
okay,
on, bro. What
this
the
next
fuck?
now. But I'm joking, but I'm like I don't like them, but I'm gonna get a series of when it comes out. I'm gonna give it a good look because it did look amazing. That trailer really sold me.
Yeah,
That
same here.
Netflix know what they're doing, even though the characters are spooky.
It's
Another
very
good bench
spooky as well.
series, dog.
Like, if you aren't into spooky stuff, then that's not a show for you. But if you are, you're gonna be in for a treat.
Well, it's not really spooky though. It's more about monsters and I
Mon-
wouldn't consider it a
Monster
spooky
could be
show.
spooky.
In the trailer, there is
Mm,
couple of moments where it is kind of spooky.
I wouldn't consider it spooky. I would consider it more of like a
Horror.
not even really horror. Like, I don't even know.
Suspense.
Yeah, more suspense. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Um.
topic, dog.
Yeah.
I like some
So
good suspense.
I added another topic because somebody wanted to talk about it, and that's Top Gun Maverick. Was the trailer or something?
Yeah. It was a trailer. So Tom Cruise released a trailer for Top Gun Maverick, which is about 34 years since the original movie came out, and essentially, I think this is the last one that he's doing, Top Gun movie. I think that is it. And let's just say it's set in the future from the original, and I think it's got the original cast as well. So it was really interesting. I enjoyed the trailer. Obviously, I want to see more, and but yeah, I really enjoyed it. Like, did you guys see the trailer or no?
No, I don't. I didn't even watch the first one. I was trying to find because it was somebody who was mad that people said they didn't like Top Gun, and he was like, their opinion should be. What was it? I could have swore it was somebody big too.
Their
Right.
opinion should be fucking stricken from the record or some shit.
Yeah, it was like somebody big too.
I ain't gonna hold you. I never watched Top Gun either.
Yeah, I don't. It's just one of them being people talk about, and you be like, is it really as great as they make it seem like it is? But you just never check it out. That's what it is for me. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, there's some movies I just didn't. I mean, there's a lot of movies out there. Just some movies I didn't watch, man.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I mean, for
That's
me,
it.
it's good. It did sell me on the idea that this will be really cool to see how old Tom Cruise would be.
I mean, he's still doing it. Like,
He's still like he's in his 30s or something.
Yeah,
So
he's still doing it big at 5'5", man.
Is he
Or
still doing his own
5'4",
stunts? Like,
5'4".
bro,
yeah, dude,
he
he did.
need to chill with that, bro.
God
Though.
damn.
Dude, he did his own stunts in Mission Impossible. So
Like, once I get to a certain age, I'm like, nah, I'm good, bro.
Yo,
Let
this
somebody
man
else
is
do that.
staying fit.
dude,
Yeah,
he,
yeah, you can be fit, but like hanging on the side of an airplane, but like, nah, bro, that's a stuntman job, bro. Like, you go do that.
dude, it was really cool. But
uh,
yeah, so that was that. Is there anything else I can add, or do you want to add?
No, that's it.
You don't want to talk about Terminator?
No. Ooh.
Another Terminator.
Yeah, another Terminator movie was announced. Dark Fate. They showed another trailer.
The one with the woman, right? So
Yeah, Linda. Forgot her surname.
Can I be honest? I think I seen like maybe like 30 minutes of Terminator as a kid, and yeah,
Not for you. Not for you. Not for
I,
you.
I was never hyped about that. So I was like,
damn.
yeah.
I watched all of them. I think all of them. Oh yeah, I did watch all of them. I watched Genesis like 2 years ago actually, or yeah,
Yeah,
a year ago.
like so. This essentially takes place, I think, 10 years after Terminator, or 10 or 20 years after Terminator 2, because I don't know if they don't classify Terminator 3 as a continuity, but
Hmm.
anyway, so what's his name? Tim Miller's directing this movie, and he came out, and Arnold Schwarzenegger came out. All the cast came out and they started talking about the movie, and they showed it. I think they showed a trailer as well, and I think it was the same trailers they showed. But they said that the cast was warm. You know, it was kind of weird in a sense that coming back to the role, so to say, coming back to playing Sarah Connor. So,
Hmm.
but I,
I
th- but I think that's it in terms of movies.
No, we got
I have a question. I have a question.
what
Go
was
on.
it?
This is pure. This might be a cursed question, but it all depends on our responses. What do you guys think about all these movies that are like old movies having continuation with all like a almost all female cast? Like they're just getting female casted out. You guys have any opinion on that?
Female cast now.
That was actually kind of a part of a topic, which was the MCU Phase 4 announcement.
Oh
Because I
yeah,
heard they're doing the all female Spider Verse. I thought I could have sworn I seen that somewhere.
no,
Spider Verse.
I thought I saw that somewhere. But yeah,
no. So
it was
so
wrong.
no. So
Mm.
they're doing Eternals. They showed.
It's a list. They're doing like
They're doing like
play.
altogether it was 11 projects, but I think it was 4 films and 4 TV shows, or 5 films and 6 TV shows. I'm not too sure, but let's just say it's a Phase 4 is a 2 year thing for MCU, and most of these movies are potentially could be good, like Eternals and Doctor Strange, because
You
it's
guys, you guys didn't answer my question though.
I don't like it unless it makes sense. Like if they
I have no idea. Like that is a hard question for me, to be honest with you.
like like Batwoman, I don't. I'm not. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna like that show, so I haven't even tried to check that
Like
out.
I saw the trailer for Batwoman. It's a big yikes already. Fans aren't liking it. It's
Hmm.
gonna get cancelled after season 1. I'm pretty much guessing.
I'll say that I understand women want to be empowered or whatever, but I think that's a hell of annoying that they just feel they need to be a part of these big franchises when they have like strong roles like Terminator. Sarah Connor is a strong role.
Hmm.
She's practically a main character. Why do you need a female protective Terminator? I mean, I mean, Terminator 3 had a female enemy Terminator. I can understand that. I mean, I can understand why, but it's just like, why does Men in Black have a female now, or like Ghostbusters are all women now? It's like,
Well, I don't have a problem with Men in Black, but the female, all female
she
Ghostbusters.
she
Yeah,
wasn't the but then like what was it, Men in Black 2 or whatever? Like
No, you mean
where the I forgot her name. I think Rosaria Dawson or whatever. I think it was her. Where she became an agent. Why didn't they bring her back? It's like they're not even like,
they're not canonizing it.
yeah, it's not even like following its own story. If you want to have a female cast, why not keep it in like making sense at least?
So like
Like
for the
no,
whole,
we're just gonna we want all females now all of a sudden. It's like,
for the whole Ghostbusters thing,
okay.
basically after that movie it bombed, so they basically scrapped the idea of doing a sequel anyway. So
Yeah.
so
People
essentially,
will probably be mad. They're like, yo, it's
yeah,
all female.
yeah. The
I,
company that made it
yeah.
was just like really mad about it, and they just scrapped the idea, and now they're going back to old school Ghostbusters and bringing that back instead.
to me, I don't think the problem with that was all females. It was the females they chose. Like, I feel like if they'd have
They
chose
weren't
better
they weren't good enough.
females, like they could have found some good females and actually did that and it would have been lit. But they chose dumb people, and I don't find any of them really funny. Like
Fair
they
enough.
comedy styles I do not like. Yeah.
But I feel now, like because like Captain Marvel did really well, like like Wonder Woman 1984, which comes out in a couple of years, next year or two. I think that movie will do great. But when it comes down to
Cause it's an original character.
yeah,
It's not like an established franchise that they're just throwing women into. Just
yeah,
like, oh, she's the main character now. It's like, what?
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
So I understand where you're coming from. So, but whatever would be at the end of the day. We're not the we're not the bosses of employing people to play these characters, but we are the judges of how the movie will end up being.
Anyway, well,
Yeah.
There's a couple of more things. The
yeah.
Endgame,
Endgame is the highest gross movie of all time. How y'all feel?
me,
Nice. Fuck Avatar.
What? Whoa! Avatar was actually pretty good.
I got two words for
Uh,
I got two words for Avatar. Suck it.
exactly.
I actually enjoy Avatar. It wasn't a great. I think the only thing I've seen in the theaters, so I can't be like the theater movie hype. I've seen it out of the theaters. And I enjoyed it. It was good.
It was good.
It
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 was
was definitely not the
great.
best move I've ever
Yeah,
seen, but it was
it's not.
good.
It's definitely not like
Here's
that
the
great.
thing. Yeah, but here's what I want to ask you though, Trigger, because seeming as is, like, do you think though, like seeming as Endgame has done this, do you think Avatar 2 will surpass this?
I think the only reason why Avatar did it is because like it was like most of the movie was in 3D and they were like
Mm-hmm.
the tickets were like $15 to $20. Like that's why like it grossed so much money. Like it wasn't because like a lot of people was watching it like that. I mean, I guess I can't say that because like even at $20, people still have to see it a lot. So I don't know. I don't see Avatar 2 doing it though.
Yeah,
Unless people just want to do it just to like get it back up top, like the series, like which people are paid enough to do that. But I don't. If
I
it
mean,
would it just be good enough to do it? I would say no.
okay. I mean, I think Endgame did really well though, re-releasing it as well, even though with the what's it called problems with the unfinished editing and stuff, still did really well of the re-release. Like, what do you guys think about that?
Look, I didn't hear nothing about that. I mean, I'm okay with them like re-releasing just to get that.
Boost up there,
Yeah,
right?
which is, I don't know. I feel like all this stuff is kind of it's. There's no point in doing it. Like, what does it matter? You're the highest grossing movie of all time. I don't know, man.
I mean, but hey, at least they did something to do with Spider-Man at the end of Endgame because they never did at the first release. Sorry, the first time around, they never did a Spider-Man Home Far From Home. What's it called? Post credit. Sorry, not post credit. Endgame post credit. They never did it for Far From Home, but second time release they did.
I'll be honest, Far From Home was okay movie, not that great.
You know, it's almost becoming 1 billion. I think it was 1 billion or something. I saw on the internet.
That's fine. It's an MCU movie. It should be, and it's Spider-Man. It should be 1 billion.
It's the top. It's the top. It beats Into the Spider-Verse and Spider-Man 2 apparently.
When the
MCU,
best
dude.
parts of that movie was like JB Smoove and the other dude. I can't remember the teacher's name, but the teachers were like the best parts of that movie. I can't think of the other dude's name, but like
the teacher, the black guy, the teacher's friend is fucking funny.
Yeah, JB Smoove. He was the funniest part of that movie, bro. Like
he was the funniest part, I would say. Yeah.
Like the other, like that movie, it was a good, like decent 7.5 to 8 movie. Like, but any of the higher than that, people lying, they capping.
That's what I'd say. Pretty much, yeah. I'd give it like a 7, but yeah, pretty much.
Okay, cool.
So I think that's all the topics. So we already talked about the MCU announcements or one.
We didn't go too far into that though.
Okay, well, I guess we can go more into it then. I have a list, but I don't know how accurate this list is. So it says a complete list, but I don't know.
Let me see. Hold on, I'll be able to help you out with that.
But the first movie I do see on here is I don't know, because they said this went through some reshoots of the New Mutants. So I think they said they don't know when it's coming out. It's to be. Oh, this is April 3rd, 2020, but we don't know. But if it does have my girl Maisie Williams in it, so look.
Okay, so I've got the list up just to let you know. So they've got Black Widow 2020, which comes out next year with Scarlett Johansson. Eternals 2020. Shang-Chi and the Legends of Ten Rings 2021. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness 2021. Thor and Thor Love and Thunder 2021. And then TV series was Falcon Winter Soldier 2020, WandaVision 2021, Loki 2021, What If 2021, and Hawkeye 2021.
And Blade, which is to be determined.
Yeah, and Blade.
What sucks though is like it seemed like 2020 is going to be a weak year for them, bro. Like most of them movies was like 2021, so maybe they're going to focus on the shows for 2020. Then I don't know, bro. That's weird for them to just take like most of a year off.
So essentially the next
time between I don't know.
So the next Marvel movie essentially is next May now. So there's nothing coming out towards the end of the year, which is a long period if you think about it.
This says Logan spinoff. Y'all think that's true?
Logan spinoff?
Logan spinoff.
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think we're gonna touch. I don't think Marvel will touch X-Men or mutants as they called it. Kevin Feige called it. I don't think they'll touch that for another year or two, maybe until 2022. I think they might keep that to Phase 5.
People got to get the Dark Phoenix stink out of their out of their mouth.
Yeah, plus
they got to get that terrible taste out of them.
Didn't that thing flop? It
flopped.
Which I'm not sad about.
Yeah, but don't forget, things can change in with the MCU like they did previously. Like with Phase 3, we never supposed to get Spider-Man Homecoming and Spider-Man Far From Home, but we end up did. So things can change with Phase 4.
But I would rather them
and Black Panther.
Good movie just to add Far From Home. You can tell was I feel like they just added that movie in. But I would rather them think and have a full story planned out and just had the stories had the movies be a part of the bigger story and plan it out. Cause I don't know, brother.
I think
kind of weak.
I think what well, spoiler warning if you guys haven't seen Spider-Man Far From Home, I don't know what else to say, but it's essentially it leads off from what the post-credit, like it's got to do with that, and I think it will impact on Spider-Man 3, in my honest opinion.
I can't wait for Spider-Man though. Next one.
Yeah, I think that next one will be impactful. I think it'll be huge. But like, I think Sony and Marvel are just trying to get that to 1 billion or at least, and then they'll do a third movie and extend the
Post this in the oh
because their contract with don't forget their contract with Marvel is up, by the way, Spider-Man's contract, so they could extend it after if the sales do really well.
Better fucking extend.
yeah, bro. I don't want to see
It
no
would be the
solo
dumbest
Spider-Man
thing ever if
movie.
they don't.
I don't want, bro. They had enough time already, and they didn't do well.
Yeah, but Sony didn't do really well with the Amazing Spider-Man, so
They need Venom on their fucking side too. But fucking they already cursed Venom. Venom is already cursed. They cannot. I don't want to see Venom for like another like 3 years at least. So.
Whoa! Venom was good.
What?
Venom
Venom was good. It wasn't great. If you go into it just looking to have a good movie time, you
I
can.
did, and that shit
It was
was.
a fun, dude. It was a fun movie. That's the best way to put it. It was a fun movie. It was just like Power Rangers, fun. It wasn't great.
Jigga, that is a hot take.
Yeah,
I feel like you just a hater, dad.
Hater, I love Venom. What the fuck?
dude,
That
he's a
movie is just
Because you
fucking
love it
bad.
so much that you couldn't.
There is so many problems. No, there's so many
Go ahead.
problems. There's so many problems with that movie. It was hard to actually just enjoy it because there were so many problems.
All right, go ahead with your problems. I don't want to hear them all.
Okay, let's see. Venom, the way the mannerisms of Venom were fucking weird and off. First of all, second of all, the the movie didn't have a middle. Literally, it did not have a middle. Like the the entire middle was a fucking like a what do you call it? It was the chase, right? It was literally the car scene was like 40. It felt like 45 to 50 minutes, and that was the entire middle. The ending felt like it was like there was nothing. Let me see the main villain was just some typical like psychopath, but he wasn't even a good typical psychopath. He wasn't interesting at all. And the ending didn't even felt rewarding or fucking exciting at all. It was like because the middle was literally just a fucking chase scene like the entire time. I'm like the ending, I was like, is this the middle of the movie? This is the end? Oh, it ended? Oh, what the fuck? Okay. Like I was literally like watching the end. I'm like, is this happening now?
I
Question
will
mark?
give you that.
Like it was
The middle was kind of weak. It barely. It was like beginning.
the middle.
Like, bro.
beginning,
It,
middle, and end. That's what it was.
it literally lacked an entire middle, like completely. There was no middle. It was literally just a chase scene.
Yeah,
And on top of the actual Venom just sounding weird and just saying weird shit was not, and it wasn't funny. He was trying to make jokes. That shit was not funny.
I don't get why he was trying to make jokes. It's like, bro.
Like, there's that. What else? I haven't seen the movie in a while, so I gotta rethink about my fucking problems with it.
So basically,
Plot holes. I forgot what the plot holes were, but there's definitely a plot hole about the fucking, what do you call it? I don't even know. Whatever. But there's plot holes. The fucking movie has no middle. Not an interesting fucking psychopath villain, and fucking the ending was fucking boring as fuck. So there's that. The movie was awful.
I can't agree to there. The only thing I would give you is the middle, because like the middle, they didn't really do a good job of having the middle. It was just like here's a chase, and then we're going straight to the end. It's
For
like,
me, that movie is Fantastic Four tier, easily.
ooh, I can't agree with that. I cannot agree with that. Fantastic Four is not even entertaining at all.
No. Why is he comparing
It felt like the same. Like the movie didn't have a middle. Like
Oh,
there were some interesting elements to it, but then it just fell flat on its face at the end. Like the end was like, this is it. This is the ending? Question mark. Like it felt the same. Like I don't know.
I mean, everybody entitled to their own opinion, even if they're wrong, because your opinion's wrong. What, huh?
Nah, fam. you saying that movie was
It was great.
anywhere near next to good is a hot take. Though.
He was like, "Oh, the movie was great." Nah.
No, that is a hot
good,
take.
bro. It was good. It's not terrible. Like you can't just enjoy it.
I think it was a
It
fun.
has flaws though. It has flaws. I will give you. There's a lot of flaws, but I enjoy what it was.
Yeah, you saw two cool action bits and was like, all right, this movie's kind of good. Like that's what it sounds like to me. You saw like two good like action scenes, was like, all right, this is a good movie.
I enjoyed the overall arc. I mean, even though it was like the middle is really short, like it's like it builds up and just jumps off a cliff instead of like a slow descent. But no, I mean, it was enjoyable. Yeah, I'm done with that topic.
Yeah.
Hate it down.
Right. So
I believe that's the podcast, guys.
Made it what? Hour and 30?
120. Well, it says 81 minutes, but
121. So about 1 hour 21 minutes. Yeah.
Short. So guys, it's a shorter podcast, but as Med said, shorter podcasts are better sometimes. And I believe this may be one because like you don't want to just go off on there's nothing really much to talk about else. So yeah.
Yeah, there's pretty much nothing else we can talk about. Yeah, should we do our outros? Question.
No. Yeah.
So you can go first because.
Well, you can find me at Blessed Red on YouTube, 2 words, and Blessed Red on Twitch. I just finished beating Bloodstained. It's a great game, but fucking Christ is that game confusing in terms of like where you're supposed to go and shit. So
yeah,
that shit was hella annoying. I fucking had game facts ready and waiting whenever I was like, what the fuck? Where am I going?
As someone who played that, I can't be mad at you.
Hey, I had Novocaine. Novocaine was usually in my chat. He would just help me with the game facts because Jesus Christ, like I didn't want to just look around for 2 hours straight trying to figure out what to do. So
which is exactly what I did.
Good game though. Not better than Hollow Knight though, in terms of Metrovanias, but good game. And I'm gonna probably be playing Wolfenstein Youngblood on stream as well this Friday. So check that out. And
cool.
Yeah.
Wait, before I got a question. Did you get lost right after that double dragon fight?
Yes.
That's exactly where I got lost. I was like, wait, where am I supposed to go?
I got lost like 3 times though. I ain't gonna hold you. There's 3 times it's like, wait, where am I supposed to go? And you're supposed to go in a completely different direction or something. And it's just like, and also the train part where you needed the ticket. How the fuck would I have known to get the what? How did I know I had to talk to like?
I got the ticket. No, I got the thing, the picture, but I didn't know what to do with the picture. I'm like, oh
yeah, okay. You got the picture, and they're like, okay, I just have a picture now.
Like,
they should explain that better, but that was a mad like annoying.
That was the worst part of the game. Is just direction.
Did you beat it like before you were supposed to?
Oh, you mean get the bad ending? Yeah.
Yeah, they should have made it more like, yeah, you're not supposed to go here. It was like, oh.
And even how you get the good ending, how you're supposed to like, what? Who would do that? That's not something that's like that you would just naturally do to get the good ending. Like you would not just go into the fight and do like, Jesus Christ. I don't know what they were thinking.
Nothing or something?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you had to do nothing in the fight for a considerable amount of time. Well, actually, no. Scratch that. You actually have to attack him, but you have to wait until you shouldn't kill him. You shouldn't try to kill him. You should wait till the moon turns red. I'll say that.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
it's
lame, bro.
you would bro, game facts, bro. You would just not know that.
See, that old school gamers, you just got to figure it out on your own, bro. You be
Fuck,
3 days
that.
later. Like,
I'm not on that plug. If the game is very unintuitive and like very cryptic, fuck that. I'm not gonna waste my evening trying to fucking rip my hair out while figuring this out. I'm just gonna look it up because what the fuck? Yeah.
yeah, because I would have never got to where I'm at if I didn't look stuff up. So I ain't mad at nobody. But yeah, Talaya, you can go ahead.
Right. You can find me on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/Taladia Plays, where I play various games from shooters to story-driven games. I'm currently playing Modern Warfare, but I'm taking a break from Twitch because I want to focus on some other things. But you also find me on Twitter, which is Taladia Plays as well, and also my YouTube channel, which is also Taladia Plays. But just to let you guys know as well, we don't know yet as 100% is the fact that we don't know if live streaming will be a thing for next week because YouTube has changed their policy. So, yeah, but we will let you know on Twitter in terms of the podcast. Like, I think Jigga, am I right?
Guys, this is Jigga, the host of this podcast for today. Red Hood should be back next week, and he will be hosting it. But if you guys enjoyed the podcast, please hit that like button. If you didn't, leave a comment letting us know why you didn't like it. But that's this podcast for Wednesday. It was July 24th. Hope y'all have a good night, people.
25th.
Yeah. Make sure I comment and subscribe. I don't have to fight y'all for not comment, subscribing, people.
I don't have to fight y'all.
Yeah. Peace.
Later, people.
Later.
Wow.